This is your daily briefing and you're most welcome to it. Apologies for my absence. There was a death in the family and these things need to be sorted out. Belated thoughts on the Saints win. Fantastic to get off to a flyer. Absolutely refreshing. Always boosts morale when you thump an opponent, but what an unwatchable game that was for 45 minutes. Really was poor. We're going to be judged by better games than this in the final analysis, trust me. And Saints just fell away in the second half. I would be interested to see if Ralph Hasenhüttl survives the season. There's been a little bit of movement in the bookmakers markets for the trigger being pulled on a big guy, and I just wouldn't be shocked. Nottingham Post, Reach PLC, no link to a source article, suggests Tanguy Ndombele is linked with a move to Nottingham Forest, which sounds interesting, but when you then tuck in it and it says, according to reporting on Ndombele's native France, Forest have ticked his name but face competition from a host of other clubs across Europe. As I say, no link to the source. Jonathan Veal with a little bit of light in the darkness. PA Sport Press Association, early days, but Tottenham loanee Dane Scarlett is making a big impression at Portsmouth so far. Other players are impressed with his energy and how sharp he has looked in training, especially with his finishing. Great, fantastic. Let's see it in real games because you need to jolt your career on, mate, and use these minutes meaningfully. Unwanted Tottenham stars, Tanguy Ndombele, Giovanni Lo Celso, Sergio Reguilon and Harry Winks have been banished from first team and are training individually. They have been isolated from the rest of the group as the club continues to look for buyers before the end of the transfer window, which is now rapidly approaching us. Very good news with this one. I've got to say, Destiny Udogie will fly to London on Monday in order to undergo a medical test as a new Tottenham player on Tuesday morning. Spurs contract will be signed on Tuesday afternoon and he'll stay at Udinese on loan until 2023. My Substack channel has taken off a little bit while nobody was looking. I think there's about 1,600 subscribers, which isn't huge, but it's big for something that was at zero a few weeks ago. And I did a couple of pieces on Udogie. He is a fascinating footballer. Very unlike me to be as enthusiastic about a youngster, but yeah, he's good stuff. Very, very easy on the eye. Appears to love the game and plays it very well. What's to worry about? Troy Parrott, the other side of the coin, scored a goal against Huddersfield late last night. Tottenham will continue their summer spin by triggering an option for Christian Romero, says Mike McGrath, The Telegraph. Yeah, good, get it done, but what that really tells us is that they've run out of people to buy, doesn't it? And there's a bit of cash left over. Jermaine Defoe's back at the club, returned to Spurs as a member of our academy coaching staff and club ambassador. Brian Gill is in talks with Valencia, that comes from Michael Bridge, and Gill and Pape Matar Sarr, Dan Kilpatrick believes that they will be out the door to continue their development on loan somewhere else, and Japhet Tanganga is still linked unrelentingly with AC Milan and other Italian clubs. Never has one agent worked so hard in one window. Henry Winter of the Times, maybe now isn't the right place to go into this, but this really annoys me. I've no idea why he's chosen to publish this week or whatever, but Tottenham Hotspur, we looked on as our area burned, now we've been offered hope. This is revisionist twaddle. The riots were bad, the fires were bad, the looting was bad, but the solution has been equally awful in many respects. I've got something on the boiler with this, with a fantastic, something on the hob opposed to the boiler, sorry, wrong appliance, but a guy who's, he and his wife have written a fantastic thing on the Trojan horse at Tottenham, and I must get round to doing that, and that will make sense of my lack of my mean-spiritedness towards this nonsense from Winter. Don't give me all this regeneration stuff. Not interested. Don't buy it. It's like something out of a Monty Python sketch, and then knock at the door. You've got a compulsory purchase order. You know, horrible times for human beings. That's the nicest way I can put it. Matteo Moretto, back to the football before we go. Lo Celso's return to Villarreal is now on the brink. Parties are about to organise a transfer, but without an option to buy. And I have to say, fair play to them. Why should they be forced into it? I don't think there's much competition for the player. And I think his heart's in the right place as far as not playing for Tottenham is concerned, and he won't be a bad buy. And just to leave you laughing, Charlie Eccleshare's shares line here from the Right Honourable Ledley King says Spurs' physicality will strike fear into their opponents this season. Yeah, as will beating them. Yeah. Good luck. That's it for now. Keep it Tottenham.